As the Black River continues to go down this afternoon in Reynolds County, the long road to recovery is just beginning for people and businesses impacting by that catastrophic flash flooding. Some areas saw close to a foot of rain Thursday night into Friday morning. The fast rising waters swept away large campers, washed away roads and bridges, and destroyed campgrounds. Some people were stranded, holding on to trees and fighting to stay alive. Now here's video showing the dramatic difference at the same location along the river from Friday morning to Saturday morning. Hundreds were rescued from the floodwaters. On Saturday, the sheriff's office in nearby Crawford County confirmed the first known death. The woman's body was found Saturday morning nearly 2 miles downstream from her home on Huzza Creek. And this is video out of Lesterville, Missouri, where first responders had to rescue hundreds of people, including a group of young campers and counselors trapped when floodwaters washed away roads in Reynolds County. More than 12 inches of rain fell in less than a 24-hour period. One of the people rescued describes the flooding and the efforts of first responders.
The sound of water is really loud. It's like rushed behind, the river was rushing behind the girls' cabins. They were really good at keeping us prepared, keeping everything prepared, safe, and keeping everything accounted for, and just really making sure our safety was a priority.
Folks are coming together to donate supplies, but now the Lesterville School District says they're putting a pause on accepting donations. The school district posted on Facebook saying they're reaching storage capacity. If you were planning to donate to help flooding relief, there is still a way. The St. Francis County Sheriff is asking for donations to be dropped off at the Sheriff's Department. Missouri Task Force 1 is almost finished with its flood response mission here in southeast Missouri. These are pictures the task force posted showing the aftermath of that flooding. Crews searched homes, campers, and vehicles to ensure everyone was safe, and they're expected to return to Columbia later today.